Football today, rivals square. And we've got a great matchup between the and the New York Giants. It's teed up and ready from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner and #1 overall pick from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
And Sam Bradford, he has touch and accuracy, and he has it in bushels. This guy is amazing. If you watch him throw 7-on-7 or watch him throw routes versus air, the ball hardly ever hits the ground. He's absolutely a receiver's dream when going out for a pass.
On the grab, it's Rueben Randle. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. And the defense for New York.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is one of those tall corners that fools you with his ability to change directions. DRC can play.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So Landon Collins in on the tackle there. What a year he's had. Picked off Jay Cutler to secure their Week 11 win, and now picks in 4 straight games for him.
So he leads his team in interceptions. He also leads in tackles. He's 2nd in sacks. I love what he did in the offseason in working on his coverage ability. That's why he's able to get to the football and take it away from the other team. Coming out of college, that was supposed to be the weakest part of his game.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The rookie from Oklahoma, Shepard, 50 yards, another touchdown in Week 11. He's really coming along.
He is, and remember in the offseason when he was drafted, the prevailing thought was, okay, they weren't sure they'd get Victor Cruz back full time. So you get Sterling Shepard, who essentially becomes Victor Cruz. Well, they've had Victor Cruz as well for much of the season, so they've complemented each other. But Sterling Shepard, so crafty, so smart, so tough in the way he runs his routes, he's carved out his own niche in a short order.
Manning gonna throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Keenan Robinson, the one that got him down.
For a guy who went to college as a quarterback, Ryan Matthews has turned into quite the power runner. If he can only stay healthy, well, his numbers would be huge, I think.
His numbers so far, 2 times over 1,000 yards with the Chargers, 5 years there, now in his 2nd year with the Eagles. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Bradford now to throw on 1st down. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss. So
you got to look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, you get to the half.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It's the big offseason signing from Miami, Olivier Vernon. In there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Harris now to return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. So here come the Giants again on offense. You know, earlier we were talking about the windy conditions in Week 11 and how that affected Eli Manning in a positive way because he knew the elements. Is that really a storyline, or is that... He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Victor Cruz, 84 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot.
And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defense in the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, on this Thanksgiving week, some teams have some youngsters to be thankful for, don't they? A lot of rookies have really stepped up this year.
Well, Carson Wentz started from day one, even though they didn't expect him to in Philadelphia. Got his team off to a 3-0 start. They're 5-5 now, and he's getting kudos all around the league for his poise and his athletic ability. And how about in Los Angeles? Jared Goff finally got his first start.
Yeah, he got his first shot, did okay. We'll see how he does going forward.
But to me, the story is in Dallas.
Oh, absolutely.
Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, not only are they playing well, they've affected a culture change for the Cowboys.
Now Brad Wing, a third-year man out of LSU, on to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try to put points on the board.
Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A second down throw for Bradford. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Bradford from the gun on third down. Finds now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, Bradford. And it is incomplete. So we've reached, never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come out here in the eye. Here's Manning to throw. Backing up.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Eagles take possession. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change, and the Giants will get it now at the 20. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Throwing is Manning on third down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a little 360. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
And incomplete here on third down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now they're in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Ruben Randall, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
Oh, good hurdle. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
and they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. They juked him, and he's going to push. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. They run again with Jennings. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was dead one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nothing between these 2 teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. Going up top. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And get
the ball's out. Matthews loses it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And a costly, costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security and then Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bradford. Aguilar has throws it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. J.T. Thomas coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning hitting Donnell here, the tight end right side. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Return team. On that 1st down.
Play fake to Matthews. Now Bradford. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the 1st.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It's Ryan Matthews. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 2nd down, Bradford. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And New York set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.